The Grillers on the Rebel.
Richard Grillers on a Saturday afternoon. Scotty and myself.
Good afternoon, everyone.
How you going, mate? Good?
Very, very well on this bright, sunny afternoon.
Mate, it's always bright and sunny here, isn't it? And we're delighted to be joined in the studio, mate, by Robbie Holmes, owner of A to Z Imports. Thanks for joining us, Robbie.
You're quite welcome. Happy to be here.
Absolute pleasure, mate. Like, Scotty and I love cars. We love driving them.
Putting fuel in.
Putting a bit of fuel in.
Putting
every
air
now
in the
and again.
tyres.
Air in the tyres, sometimes I struggle with that even. We're not experts, mate, but you clearly are. Can you tell us a little bit about A to Z Imports?
A to Z, it's pretty much what the name implicates. We try and do pretty much everything from A to Z automotive-wise. So we do basic repairs up to complex engineering, detailed testing, all sorts of weird and wonderful things that's got anything to do with cars.
And you're an engineer?
I'm a mechanical engineer, but as you know, you probably realise I didn't start that way. I started as a high school dropout because hard work and education wasn't my thing.
Yeah, cool.
But that's you touched on it there, Scott. You're an engineer and you do a lot of the stuff in house, don't you? So you a lot of companies kind of outsource their work, and you're proud to say you take care of everything in house.
We do it in house. We also outsource and do a lot of work for other companies.
Yeah.
We try and work with everybody. So at the end of the day, the consumer is the one that benefits. Like the end user is the guy that gets a good product or a well engineered, safe product.
Yeah.
And when you say automotive, you do cars, you do trucks, you do motorcycles, the whole.
Love motorcycles.
You do? Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, well, I hear you listen to Rebel FM and you know that a lot of our listenership mad motorbikes.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure people listening now, look, if you've got, Robbie will be happy to help you with whatever you need with your bike. But what's kind of, I suppose, what's the most unique stuff you've worked with, the cars, the bikes in the past?
Oh, look, it's such a diverse realm of things we've worked with. We've recently done an ICV, which is an individually constructed vehicle, and it pretty much looks like a go-kart.
Yeah.
But it's now road registered. It's a turboed Subaru. The thing drives like a go-kart, and the guy that owns it was convinced he'd never get it on the road. There was a pretty big list of things we had to do to it, but anything's achievable if you're happy to stick with it and follow the rules.
Is that kind of part of the attraction? It's like, right, what can I do here? That, like, you look around and there's so many kind of boring cars out there and boring vehicles. Yeah. Is that the thing that you're like, I really want to do something
different? Yeah. We like the bikes, for instance. I'm a mad ape hangers kind of guy. I still got a soft R with ape hangers and air ride and all the things you shouldn't have, but you look at it and just go, how cool is that?
Yeah. Do you know exactly what he's talking about, Cleggy?
No. Got a clue. I haven't got a clue, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, high handlebars, low seat.
Oh, yeah, well, I do now. Yeah, absolutely. So I suppose it's really, I love that you said, when I was at school, I didn't really care and I kind of dropped out. And a lot of listeners will have been in the same boat, and there'll be kids at school now a bit disillusioned with what things are thrown at them. I used to be a school teacher myself, and some of the crap that you make kids learn in school, it's completely irrelevant. And for you, I suppose, growing up, is that something that was always at the back of your mind? You had these interests that weren't academic, and you wanted to kind of follow that pathway.
Yeah, I just wanted to get on spanners and build stuff.
Yeah.
Like early teens, I bought motorcycles, working at a fish shop, saving every dollar, buy a motorcycle, pull it apart, change it, do something with it, have fun. I had no interest in calculus or all the other things that you need to do what we do now.
Yeah.
I went to a Royal Enfield at Burleigh the other day, and some of the motorbikes in there are absolutely beautiful, the paintwork, and there's this one there, it's immaculate, and he said that you guys painted it.
Yeah, very possibly, yeah.
Yeah, you said your son painted it because you do that in-house too?
No, my eldest is mad paint fanatic. Yeah, he's really good at what he does as well. Him and I can't work in the same building, but because we want to kill each other.
So it's jack of all trades, isn't it? And so you do a bit of everything in your company.
Yeah. So, we do testing for other companies sometimes that is not even automotive related. You might do stress testing or things that you look at and have no idea what it is until someone explains what the component is, and you go, okay, but we'll do it. So we also get to break a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But you can fix it.
Well, we break stuff that other people bring us. Like, hey, look, we need to test this seat, and you can keep going until it just snaps in half and go, sorry, it didn't pass.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't snap in half and you're happy with it. So.
But you also, excuse me, do other things too. Like you do the baby seats. You can because that's I mean that's a big thing. People just think you can just collect a baby seat and away you go.
We do a whole list of stuff that probably isn't that exciting to a lot of people, but yeah, we do baby seat installs, child restraint anchors, seat installs. And all the basic modifications, engine swap. If somebody's changed an engine, we'll look at it, make sure it's safe.
Yep.
A lot of the stuff now, people tend to look at it and go, I just need the bit of paper. But we look at it and go, you need the bit of paper, but you need to make sure what's been done is safe. And legality is such a problem now. Insurance companies are looking for a way out of everything. So if there's something done wrong, if they don't have to pay you, they don't have to pay you.
But even health and safety for yourself.
Exactly.
I mean, that's paramount.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like if any of our listeners are listening and they've got, what would a typical day for you be like? What do they bring to you? What do they call you with? I know you've talked about the bread and butter, obviously the car seats and that kind of thing. But tell us about other stuff.
A typical day or a typical week could be anything from custom bike inspections, bike builds. We've always got bikes on the racks in the workshop, and we're building, and we've got. ICVs, we do a lot of them. We do a lot of Cobras. We do a lot of kit cars. And then, the generic stuff is the roadworthies and the truck inspections. And, believe it or not, I do a lot of bus inspections where I look at bus seat conversions and stuff like that. Not really that exciting, but, it does, add to the mix.
Because people do now. People use them for homes, travel around Australia and things like that. And,
motorhomes are a really popular thing. Like people, weird and wonderful shapes, sizes, and everything you can think of. So
it has, and it's become a lot more, I think, popular these days of like converting, such as a friend of mine actually they've converted like a double-decker bus into a big motorhome, and they're travelling around Australia. And you need for me. I take my hat off to you because it's an area of life that I'm absolutely useless at, and I'm really envious of people who can do that, can get in an engine, a car, and actually tell you what's actually happening with it, but without some companies you go to, there's I think with every industry there are people out there who'll rip you off, and I can tell just by sitting and talking to you, Robbie, that you're a very genuine guy and you're very passionate about what you do. You're based in Currumbin, mate, so is that obviously they come and see you if they need any assistance?
They come and see us, give us a call, go to the website, put in a website inquiry. We're, as I said, if it's something we can't help with, it'll be unusual. But if it's something we can't help with, I can probably point you in the right direction for the people to talk to, because no matter how much we do, there's always something out of our realm.
So that's the thing. Even if people are listening far north Queensland, wherever, central Queensland, you're always contactable on the phone, and you can organise it for them. Yeah,
exactly. And I'm happy to help. Like I'd rather someone be pointed in the right direction and given the right information than the quick buck. Here's a bit of paper. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Which is pretty prevalent in this day and age.
And also, even if you want to, if some people import cars from other parts of the world, Robbie can do that too. So
that's what, obviously imports. When I learned you come now, I was like, I wonder what the import actually means. But tell us about the countries that you've worked with. Have you had some interesting stuff coming from random countries?
Yeah, we've had weird and wonderful stuff from all over the world.
Yeah.
But the main thing started out in the 80s. I had a mad passion for Harleys and Corvettes and all that. So that's where it all started. Then we started importing them and converting them from left to right, because you couldn't have left-hand drive back in the day. So, and then the Harley problem, which still exists if you ask my wife, it just gets in your blood and you can't stop it. But yeah, we've had things, we still import out of England, Japan, America, and some, weird places that you can't even pronounce. But we'll try our best to help you get it in and get it right.
Absolutely love it. Well, are you happy to stick around with us for the next part of the show, Robbie?
Sure am.
Well, we might find out a little bit about what makes Robbie tick when he's not playing with his engines. And I'm getting inspired here because I've got a little son. He's only 10 months old, but I'm thinking as he grows up, I'd love to design some kind of thing for him to drive around, and maybe you can help me with that, Robbie.
I think you need help. Have you seen your hands?
I will certainly need help. Stick with us here on Rebel FM. We'll be back later on the show with Robbie.
The Grillers on the Rebel.
What makes you tick, Robbie? I know you live down in a beautiful part of the world, Currumbin. What do you get up to when you're not busy at work?
Oh, look, as I said earlier, I love my bikes. So starting the bike up, going for a ride through the valley. Even if it's only a short ride between work and home, sometimes it's enough. You get on it 5 minutes on that thing and you're like a new man. Life's good and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
So,
With the speed limit, of course.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Well, you said to us
exactly.
you said to us when the music was on, do you get paid to actually do this? You're the same though, because it's your passion. Isn't it? We talk crap and we get paid for it, but you do things that you're good at and you get paid, so you enjoy it. So that's part of your spare time as well, isn't it?
Oh, look, we're very complacent about what happens because we still have people come in. Like Scotty even came in, he's looking around, and you can't help but sort of go, wonder what he's looking at. But to a lot of people that walk in, there's 10, 15 Harleys sitting around in different stages. There's Corvettes and, Chev trucks and step vans and all sorts of weird and wonderful. To us, it becomes so every day that you forget that it is cool stuff. So, it's an enjoyable life, but you do become very...
Obsessed by it.
Yeah, it's just second nature.
But that's your passion. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, we've just started a show called Smarter Than Shrek. I don't know if you know about this, Robbie, where this is Shrek, obviously.
I was going to say, which one's Shrek?
And our listeners actually call in and they play for a lot of Oporto. They win a lot of money in Oporto if they can.
You can see I've eaten a lot of Oporto too.
He certainly has in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, let's not go there.
I came up with a question the other day. I didn't ask you it yet, Scotty, but it intrigued me because I'm going to see if you guys know the answer to this. Do you know what the most popular car that was sold in Australia last year was? Can you hazard a guess? I'll give you it if you can get the brand of the car, the name of the car. Have I asked you this?
Is it Havel?
No, it's not. No.
Be Chinese, sure, wouldn't it?
I don't know. It could be a Ford Ranger.
Hey, Robbie knows his stuff. It's exactly the Ford Ranger.
You got some Oporto coming to you.
Yeah.
And I would have
Thank you.
I would have never ever. I would have never guessed that. But then, since I knew the answer to that, I'm driving around. They're all over the place, aren't they?
They are.
They're absolutely all over the place. But cars in the world, bikes in the world. You've obviously talked about your love of the Harley. But have you got any cars that you like, a sports car, anything that you really kind of love and you'd really kind of want to?
It's not exactly a sports car, but at the moment, I think you've seen it, Scotty. My Humvee. I got a 1993 Humvee military spec, and it's too big, it's too ugly, and it's perfect.
And it's right in your heart.
Yeah, it's exactly it. So,
And you drive around in it?
Yeah. Me and the boys go occasionally get lunch and hang out of it like rat bags and just enjoy it.
I love that. Do you follow any of the footy codes over here, mate? The
Look,
AFL?
I'm not a mad footy fan. Like,
No.
I'm probably more Bathurst coming up, but even that's not the same as it used to be. I was a mad Peter Brock fan. Like King of the Mountain stuff. It was cool. But the boys at the workshop some of them are footy mad, some aren't. So it's a pretty mixed bag there as well.
Yeah, cool. Just before we do go, there could be watch this space. There could be another venture coming on towards the ANZ.
Yeah, A to Z's sort of branching out into suspension and GVM upgrades. So going back to the Ranger stuff, we're probably the right people to give a call because although they're a great vehicle and everybody's buying them, they're way underrated. So,
Okay.
we can help with that as well.
Yet another person who is smarter than Shrek.
There's many.
There's a few around. Scotty, we'll be back next week, won't we?
Looking forward to it.
I reckon we will.
We've lasted this long, why not?
We've lasted this long, and long may it continue. And Robbie Holmes, thank you so much for joining us, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Robbie. Appreciate it.